According to a recent Photics TV poll, many of you want more gaming content. Educational content seems okay too, but definitely more gaming videos are desired. So, here's something of both. It's a revisit of one of the greatest gaming consoles of all time, the Nintendo Wii. Since you want more gaming videos, it was necessary to improve video game recording. Not only is this a nice retrospective of the Wii, it's an excellent test of new technology. If you want to learn how I recorded this footage, that's the next video. Anyway, it looks like I got mail. 4 messages. That's amazingly popular for an obsolete gaming console. Although, it doesn't look like these messages are good news. Notice of discontinuation of Nintendo Wi-Fi connection service. February 27th, 2014. Wow, that's a long time ago. Here's another one. YouTube on Wii. Did you know you can discover and watch your favorite YouTube videos on the Wii console? That sounds like fun. Does it still work? Loading. This software is currently unavailable. That's too bad. It looks like the Wii Shop channel is closed, as there's nothing to buy here. My previous purchases are still downloaded though, like my Aquarium. Uh-oh, are my fish dead? Because I haven't fed them in a long time. Nah, they're still okay. They're swimming around, with some classical music playing in the background. That's the kind of low-maintenance fish tank that I like. Nice. But unfortunately, most of the things related to the internet are not working. I used to enjoy the Everybody Votes channel. Basically, the community would be asked a question, and then the results would be displayed later. It's kinda like polling, but more fun. There are no new questions, but the results from a previous national poll is still here. Which of these would be more difficult to maintain? A vegetable garden or a large grass yard? Well, now that I have experience with the latter, I might pick that today. Whew, large yards are tough. But years ago, it seems that I picked a vegetable garden. It looks like the majority of people agreed with me. That's what I really enjoyed about the Nintendo Wii. Back in its heyday, it had lots of entertaining and informative apps, like news and weather. But now, the news channel doesn't show any news. It wouldn't even let me play with the cute cat. It's the same for the forecast channel. The message says, unable to obtain the latest forecast update. The big question is if the internet channel still works. Years later, I still don't have a decent replacement for that. For one, I really miss the simplicity of the Wiimote. It's just so easy to navigate. And it can be fun to type the letters. Even today, I think that the Apple TV is more difficult to use for typing. Plus, the Apple TV doesn't include a web browser. But sadly, Photics.com does not load. It says that the handshake failed because the server does not want to accept the enabled SSL/TLS protocol versions. Photics.com, like many websites today, forces an HTTPS connection. But also, because of the Heartbleed bug, it seems the version of the Opera browser on this Nintendo Wii is just too old. I wonder if it works with YouTube though. It's asking about an expired certificate. I'm not trying to log in. This is just for testing. So, does it still work? I think that qualifies as a nope. So, not only does this browser have serious security issues, it probably wouldn't work right anyway. Let's see what else is going on here. In the Wii Fit Plus channel, it says that this is my 5,180th day. I probably missed about 4,000 of those days though. This raises an important question though. How does the Wii handle the year 2038 problem? In other words, how far can the Wii go into the future? Similar to the Y2K bug, where certain computers, or computer software, couldn't handle the year 2000, there's another issue on the horizon. Depending on how the date is stored, the affected computer might not be able to count past January 19, 2038. And with the Wii, it looks like it can't even go that far. The highest it's going here is December 31st, 2035. If I set it just before midnight, it doesn't make it to the next day. See? It still thinks it's Monday. Wow, that's unfortunate. This Wii is closer to its end date than its start date. So, is the Nintendo Wii still worth it? Well, it still plays games. Here's Super Mario Bros. From the Nintendo Entertainment System. Whoops, this is not going to be a speedrun. Let's try that again. That's much better. Yet, the bigger attraction for Wii gaming is new Super Mario Bros. Wii. The disc was still in the system, so it's easy to play that one. Of course I'm not using the wrist strap, living dangerously here. This is a really good game. It's colorful, the music is cute, and the game is fun. I really like the mix of 3D graphics with the 2D gameplay. Water levels are notoriously big trouble in gaming, but this one, it's alright. It's not easy, but it's not super difficult. It's a lot easier with firepower. Anyway, if you find a Wii at a yard sale, or if you have one packed away in an attic, should you go get it? I don't know. This experience was kinda sad actually. The Wii is somewhat playable, but there are so many cool features that are just not working anymore. The problem is that I haven't found a good replacement. The Apple TV is nice, but that doesn't have the big pointing cursor like the Wii. Also, the Wii just feels more fun, but unfortunately, it's old tech. This test was successful though, as the video capture method is working. I suppose the next step is to pick a modern gaming console, as there are many new games to play. So, what do you think? Do you still like the Wii? You can let everyone know in the comments. Thanks for watching.